Hello and welcome everyone. Today I'll be working on a Nintendo Switch that need to be fixed. Before I get started, I would like to share a quick thing with you guys. It's about the apparently that someone tried to fix this device before. If you can take a look here, you can tell that definitely part of this charging port is melted. So yeah, definitely someone tampered with this before. So I'll take it apart and we'll see what's going on with it. Okay, got the board out. And the first thing that I would like to zoom in would be the charging port right here. Just to make sure if all of these pins are connected or not. Regardless, I'll have to change it just because of the fact that it's already got melted. So for sure, whoever worked on this before just didn't put too much heat on it. I don't know why they don't clean the flux, whether they can't fix the device or not. Still, I think it would be a good idea if you hand it back to the customer in a better shape. But yeah, this is not really one of the things that I like to do. So whether you can't fix the device or not, just make sure to clean it. So yeah, definitely I'll have to change the charging port. But also before I do that, I would like to make sure that there is no short in any of these caps. So I'll just put my multimeter in a diode mode and see if I'm going to get any short in here. No short, no short, no short, no short, no short. Good, good, and good. So apparently this area is good, so I don't think that I have to change this strip. Look at the back side. A lot of cases you see this cap's shorted, which is gonna lead me to the point that this USB controller is bad. So two things really has to be done here. Changing the chip and changing the USB-C. Got all of these parts in stock. So we'll get them changed and see how it goes. I really prefer to start with changing this chip. It's really hard to take care of a front store while you're trying to record a video, so I'm just keep pausing and coming back. Oh gosh, where am I at? Okay. So, yeah, we have to pre-tin this chip. Put a good amount of flux. A bit of a solder. And gotta turn on the fume extractor. I don't want to inhale all of this fume. Let's see how that goes. Okay, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Perfect. So I got this chip ready. Just clean it. Okay, if you guys notice, I got a little bit of an extra solder here, so I'm gonna a little bit of a flux and get it removed. Here too. Be better if you put a napkin underneath the chip while you're working on it, but you can get away with it sometimes. So the plan is I'll remove the chip, quickly make sure that there is no short in this cap, and then we'll put the new one while it's hot. This way I don't have to apply too much heat many times. And we're gonna put our sweet flux. Here. Remember the orientation of the chip, it's very important. You can't put it the other way around. Otherwise it would never work. And you can tell that we have this point here, whereas pin number 1. So yeah, that's out. And pin number 1 here. A little bit of a flux. Just a little bit more here. And you give it a nice tap and go back to its position. And that looks perfect. I'll let it cool down a little bit before I would be able to measure the capacitor. But just let's take a quick look and see. So I don't have any more short in here, so that's a great start. While still the board is hot, I'll remove the charging port. And again, if you guys remember, still we have a lot of flux here on the board that we have to remove. I hope no one really works in these few diodes. Normally it's not really that hard, so not quite sure what kind of solder that the other place used, but regardless, we'll get this sucker out. Perfect. Okay. So now we got this out. I always like to use this method to just suck any extra solder. But it's gonna be really hard to do it with the camera, but I'll try. If not, I'll wick it. Yeah, that's really hard. Just because of the fact that the camera is a little bit high, but I'll just push it aside, but this is how I normally do it. Okay, this one worked. Okay, actually, yeah, it seems to be working. Just they have to find the right angle. That's pretty much it. So, here we got the old charging port out of its place. Now I'll wick this extra solder. Then I'll apply the low melting temperature solder and then pre-tin my new port, and it's gonna be all good to go. I mean, we have to test it out first, but yeah, you guys get the point. So got this ready. I'll change my tip to a thinner one. And here's how I use this. This is low melting temperature solder. Here, here, here. So here. And a little bit on the middle. Okay. So now, cleaning time. You don't want really all of this small solder balls to remain on the board. Just you gotta clean this very good. I will clean this area later. But for now, I just want to make sure that here is very clean before I put the new charging port. The backside also, if you guys take a look, it's need to be cleaned too. Same idea. Yeah, I'll have to give it a good brush. I have an air gun here too, so it's not really as I want. Still, I'll continue cleaning all of this area very well, but I can put the charging port first. So now let me grab a brand spanking new charging port for the Nintendo Switch. There is a little bit of a difference between the Switch and the Switch Lite charging port. That's why I want to make sure to pick up the right one, which is Available as usual. Okay, so got it here. Same idea. We'll have to pre-tin it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do a good job as the manufacturer. So, and again, low melting solder here, here, here. Okay. The first one went well. The second one, apparently all of them are connected together. Okay, good practice. Make this area easier for you. Here, here. Clean all this. You can't really keep them connected with each other like this. It's going to be a big problem. You don't want to fix the problem and end up with another one. Sometimes I can even wick this. But when I do it, I have to put a little bit of a solder paste on the wick. Like this. And here. Worked, worked, worked. Perfect, thank you. So that's all good. Cleaning time. You definitely need a brush, which is I got one handy. Okay, a little bit of air. Clean, clean, clean. That's definitely more than good. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of really hard to focus on the microscope and on the monitor at the same time, because whatever you guys see, it's a little bit narrower than what I can see, so I gotta make sure that whatever I work on is literally on the center. But slowly, slowly I'll get used to it. Now, time to put a little bit of a flux. I would say here you have to put like the right amount, not little, not much. And I don't need more than 380 Celsius. Airflow at 60%. And then we'll heat this up. And now we're talking. So it's not really the best penetration that I aim to. So what I normally do, I add a little bit of a flux. Here, here, here. These definitely good. I don't like to touch these pens because if one of them are not soldered properly, that's mean that the inside layer might have a problem. One of them might not be soldered properly, or there's no penetration in it. So just normally for this area, I will have to inspect it just to make sure that they are all good. If I see some of them are not connected well, and then I might need to remove the port and just put another one. There's no point for me to take any chance to put this back together when it has a little bit of a problem here and there. So again, here flux. I may need a little bit of a solder here, I guess. Still I got no good penetration. No good. Gear up a little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit of a flux. Some here, some here. Continue heating it up. Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Here too. I can do better. Perfect. So yeah, I'm really satisfied with the result that I see on these 4 through-hole connections. Now I'll give it a good clean and see if I have a good penetration for these charging pins and the data lines. So this will clean. Again, I'm not doing really anything now, but just cleaning all the amount of flux that it's sitting on the board. Give it a good air. So, this side. Very well. Just a little bit here. There's no point for me to keep any of these even solder balls. Can just give it a little bit of a scrub here. So this side is good. Now we'll clean this one. This looks like it has to be cleaned very well. Hate seeing this. I hate this air compressor. Just loud. Okay, so yeah, just clean. Still I have to clean here. Gosh. Sometimes I feel that the amount of cleaning that you have to put up might exceed the time that you fix the device. But again, if you don't do this, you'll definitely end up in another problem that might be unusual problem that's going to take you a lot of time to diagnose it and find out what happened, just due to the fact that the flux definitely harmed the board if it stay on it and you continue using the device. So here I got this well cleaned. Let me see. Here I got a really good penetration. Okay. Here. By just looking at them, you know that they are well soldered. No question asked. Don't even need to tap them or anything. It looks good. And just a quick final inspection. Make sure I don't have any short anywhere. Nothing. Good. 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 And good. Nothing. Nothing. That's the fuse. I know that it works for sure. The back side here. That was the main one that got me to change this chip. These filters, I think all should be good. Just a quick test. Okay. Still I have one more problem. One of these filter doesn't work. I'm not really 100% sure what is this connection for, but regardless, I can just run a jumper wire and then test it out just to make sure that everything works well before we close it. Why am I going to run a jumper wire? Just I don't really have any spare part for this, but a wire will definitely do the job. Can I steal from one of these? Let's see. Get definitely one of those from here. Just use it. Gosh, these are very small. Okay. Need to zoom in a little bit. Not so sure if you guys have a good vision or not, but I'm just really doing my best to show this. Here, one. Two. And I can hunt these. Okay. So, yep, that looks good. As usual, we'll clean again, but I want to cut the extra part. Here. This is cut. I'll zoom out. Cleaning. Little bit of a clean here and there. And I think that's exactly what I need. One final test. Good, 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 and good. Perfect. So I'll pause the video right now. I'll just put a few things back together to be able just to test it out, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so problem after the other. Apparently, let me share the microscope. So apparently here that we need to change the LCD connector. If you take a look here, got two broken pins here, 3 and 4. They are not really broken, but they are bent. It's gonna make my life hell to put the connector back, and I don't want to take any chance that it might harm the board. So we'll continue that video by having the LCD connector replaced. In really a lot of cases, I don't think it's worth it to work after another shop, especially if they wasn't able to get the repair successfully done, but I find out it's going to be a good material to share with you guys. So here, this is a new LCD connector, and apparently this came from another device, so I don't have to pretend the connector already. It's just gonna heat it from the bottom side, remove the old one, put a new one, and we're all set. Which is, yeah, that's definitely how we're gonna do it. So let's see how that works. My problem that I don't have any heat gun that can reach the bottom. They're both at the top, so I might just use my heat gun. It's adjustable one, I think 380, 400 at max. Don't want any more heat than this. And a little bit of a flux here, here. And I don't want to really put too much. The much you put, the more cleaning that you have to do. And I don't really have this kind of time that I can waste just for cleaning, especially because it's very important. So just you put the amount that you think it's enough, that it's good. You can just tell right away it's enough amount. Heat. Sorry guys, my phone doesn't want to stop. Okay. We're not there yet, but almost. Okay. Got this out. Definitely. I have to add more solder here. Just a little bit. Of course. Always a good idea to do all of this while it's really hot. Here, here, here. I'll put the new one. I don't want to put it the wrong way. It's gonna be unnecessary work for sure. Here. It's not in position yet. Here, I think I got it right. But without flux, the job is not gonna be done. Okay. Thing that looks good to me. Let it cool down. Open up this flop and make sure that everything is well connected. And that display connector is really one of the ones that I always want to make sure that they're all connected, like a pin pipe, bin by bin. So, still it's a little bit hot, but I can manage that. And of course, it's gonna take me forever to get this adjusted. Okay, this one, it's not connected, not connected. These all are good, good, good. So my first part definitely isn't really the way I want. I'll open up the flap here. Same idea. Oh gosh. It's a lot of work to just show whether if it's been done or not. Okay, so this part's also good. So I got just 2 pins on the other side that are not connected. We'll just preheat it a little bit and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I'm back. It's just not really easy to be able to get a front store and record the videos. So I'll put a little bit more heat to the bottom side of the board and I'll try to tap it a few times. See if it's gonna sit in place or not. If not, I'll just try to do it with the solder iron. Okay, that feels that it worked. So the whole idea is just to heat it all up and just tap it where it's not connected. Still, I'll definitely have to make sure that all of these are well connected. So here, that was the old one. That's why we changed it. Because of these broken pins here, 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 and here. Okay. So we'll close this, clean, and we'll see what's the situation. Clean, 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 clean. There. And another clean. Do I need to clean more? Yes, it looks like I have to clean a little bit more. That's why I literally hate to work after different places, but let's take a look. So do we have a penetration? I don't know why when I zoom you guys wouldn't be able to see good in a camera, but I'll do my best to show you guys that this is all well connected, all soldered properly. So this side, let's see the other side. Here, yeah, this area now it's good. Good, 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 good. Perfect. So now I should be able to connect the power and see if we have more problems or not. So I'll pause the video for now. We'll have it plugged in and we'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm back. And here's moment of truth. Here, that's the Nintendo Switch that we was working on. Just I got the screen connector, battery, and a backlight. And let's see. Okay, so what do we drain? We take 15 volt, 0.15 amp. And now we got a happy customer. So yeah, as you guys seen, just this is the biggest really problem, that when you get something from another shop that you have to end up dealing with a lot of things, because normally from the way it looks like it was just a straight charging port, but you end up with a charging port, a display cable, a connector, and you end up also with a bad IC and a filter. So rather than one straight hour job, just a little bit of heat you apply to remove the USB-C and put a new one, you just end up with a little bit much work. But I just figured it's worth the shot. Keep a customer happy. That's it for today. Hope you guys will learn something.